We are here at DA Virtual Sports with Dan and Sam. Thank you so much, guys, for having us today. We're going to ask them some questions about how they got started and why, and we've got super exciting news to offer at the end as well.
One thing that is very important, guys, is just the human connection between businesses and their community, and it's about being bought into who you guys are as people. So one thing I do want to ask is, what values are most important to you personally, and how do they align with your business?
So I'm from a really big family, and Sunday night dinner at my parents' house is everybody is welcome. And so having that connection of time and togetherness is really important. And when our kids wanted to do something more with us on a regular basis, we thought other families are going to try and do this too. So let's give them the facility. Not everybody has the space at their home or their yard to do something. So that's what DA Virtual Sports is. It's a location where people can get together.
So yeah, it's essentially keep families together, playing some sports, having some competition.
Exactly.
Perfect. Awesome. What keeps you motivated and passionate about your work?
For me personally, it's seeing the reaction of the kids when they come in here and having a bunch of fun. Some of our reels on social media have captured it as well. When you get a group of little kids in here playing hockey and they're all supporting each other, but they're also trying to beat each other, it really is. It's really fun to watch, and that kind of thing is it's inspiring. It truly is, because you're also watching potentially the athletes of the future.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Now, from like a business standpoint, can you share a bit about your personal background and how you got started in the business world?
My personal background is fairly broad and varied, but before doing this, my last job was as a software developer. And so my exposure as a software developer and experiences there lent me some familiarity with the kind of technologies that we're implementing in this space. It was sort of a natural extension to go with something that is relatively technologically based as a business. As far as moving into our own business, we were really inspired by our children. They had a very similar concept to this that they were running in their playroom about a year ago or so. And after we were able to think about it for a while and came across these technology platforms we use here, we realized that actually they had come up with a really good idea. And so we decided to see if we could make it a thing, make it real.
That's really cool. So essentially you took your background from your previous work history with your kid's idea in the basement, and you brought that to life here, that's really, really cool.
And the business is really named after them. Our children are named Daphne and Alex, so they are the D and DA in DA Virtual Sports.
Okay. Yeah, so you got, it's basically just like your home rec room here, right?
Kinda, yeah.
So then what would inspire you to be a business owner? Because I mean, it's one thing to see your kids play in the basement and have your background, but what actually inspired you to take that jump?
Well, I think like Sam was saying, the idea of having togetherness and getting families together, it was really nice for us. Like, we were really enjoying having the space. So it seemed like something that other people would enjoy too, and that hopefully we could facilitate. But the only way that we could do that was to try and make the business.
And can you tell us a little bit about what you offer here?
So we have two different baseball variations. There's a pitching and a batting variation. We have a field goal kicking game. We have hockey and soccer, bowling, a dodgeball variation, golf, of course, like most simulators, and two golf variations, foot golf and frisbee golf.
Neat.
Awesome. So kind of in conjunction with those activities, we also offer a party room, which is a capacity of roughly 20 to 30 people. And so it's a space with some tables, some chairs, a fridge, little kitchenette, so that you can bring food in, be able to enjoy it, keep the mess out of your own home. As a mom, that is a super, super convenient thing. And we know that that's something that the community is lacking. So we wanted to make sure that we incorporated that into our facility.
Perfect. It sounds like you guys have all the bases covered with all the games. Like you said, normally, traditionally you hear about golf simulators, but you don't hear about soccer, hockey, baseball, dodgeball. So it's really awesome you guys encapsulated a wider broad of people that could utilize your facility.
Yeah, we were hoping that there was something here for everybody.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to kick the kids out, they can come here to DA Virtual Sports. Or if, after school, like you guys were saying earlier, if you know you don't want your kids just having that gray time where there's nothing to do, stop by DA Virtual Sports for an hour till the parents get off work and then go home for dinner. So people of North Perth and all of the surrounding areas, Sam and Dan here of DA Virtual Sports have been really gracious to offer anybody 1 hour of a bay rental, 10% off, if you come in and you say Affinity Real Estate until April 1st.